So today I'm doing a lana ray tutorial. This is the completed look. I just kind of came up with something that I found that she wore quite often instead of going off of a picture just because she has a lot of different looks, and I just find this one is my favorite and one that she wears a lot. I really want to make this intro short. I know that the pearl background is like really it's kind of like washing me out, and it's not the best lighting, but I will soon have a white background because I kind of like that look and I think that it looks more professional. So yeah, and that's all I have to say. Sorry for not uploading a video for a while, but hopefully I get back to that soon. And if you want to see how I do my lana tutorial, then please keep on watching. Start with foundation. This is L'Oreal True Mesh Lumi Foundation, and just with the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, I'm going to start by buffing this into my skin. I'm going to define my eyebrows. Lana has pretty straight eyebrows, which I really don't, but I'm going to try to recreate them as best as I can using the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. Mine's in dark brown, but I'm going to be using the lightest shade. Brush through the hairs, and then set it with a brow gel. I'm going to start with some eye primer for the eyes. This is Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. You don't have to use this if you don't need to. I just find that it will help the shadows stay on, and I'm going to start off with kind of like a little blending brush. And I'm going to be going in my Too Faced Natural Eye Palette and getting Velvet Revolver, which is just light brown, kind of like a transition color. But I'm just going to pop this into my crease. The smudge brush, this is a Smashbox one, and I'm going to be mixing two colors together. I'm going to be mixing Tease from the Naked 2 palette, which is this taupe color, and then I'm going to mix Sex Espresso from the Too Faced Natural Eye palette, just to kind of give a dark brown, but not so dark. I'm going to kind of bring it into the inner corner, not all the way, but with like, once you're done running it through the crease, kind of bring the axis down a bit. Grabbing a flat shader brush, I'm going to go into my MAC palette and take Vanilla, and I'm going to put that on my lid and just on my lid. Foxy from the Naked 2 palette, I'm going to show kind of like an angled brush. I'm going to apply that on my brow bone, kind of blending it in with this. Okay, now I'm going to move on to creating the winged liner. So to create this, I used an eyeshadow and gel liner. So I used this very, very, very thin angled brush. This is from an Anastasia brow kit I bought, and this is a really great brush for eyeliner. I also use it for my brows sometimes. And I'm going to be taking Blackout again from the Naked 2 palette. This is one of the shadows I fill out. So just grabbing that on that brush, I'm going to line very close to the lash line, and I'm going to start to create a wing. After you're done with that, I'm going to go in with a MAC 210 and MAC Black Chip Fluid Line. All you really need is a very thin eyeliner brush. You don't have to buy this one. This is just what I have that's clean at the moment. And tapping that liner, I'm going to start going over the shadow. Now, before finishing the rest of the eye makeup, I'm going to go with a concealer under my eyes. This is the Tarte BB Tinted Concealer. Just blending that out. And now on a pencil brush with a bit of that brown shadow we used in our crease, I'm going to smudge that down onto my lower lashes. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline Falsies and coat my lashes with mascara. Okay, so now once we're finished with that, I'm going to finish off my skin, taking Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in a really big powder brush. Now Lana always has a very kind of strong contour, so I'm going to be going with Benefit Hoola Bronzer and the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just going to start by contouring my cheekbones. Now I'm very pale, and this is a bit too dark for me, but I am going to try to make this work. Last part, lips. She's very bigger lips than I do. I'm not going to go in and recreate her lips, but she most of the time wears a pretty neutral color, almost like a skin tone color with more like of a brown hint in it. Go in with Estee Lauder's Barely Nude lipstick, and I'm going to apply that on my lips. And then I'm going to go over it with Lancome's Natural Beauty, just to lighten it up just a bit. Just like that, and that is it. So sorry this tutorial was so long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching.